Today on People Now, Good Morning America's Ginger Z reveals a crippling battle with depression that once left her suicidal.
We have details about Jimmy Kimmel's 7-month-old son's second heart surgery.
And find out what made Chris Pratt so nervous to guest host Jimmy Kimmel Live last night.
Long Island Medium's Larry Caputo opens up about what went wrong in his marriage to Teresa.
We'll tell you where Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx were spotted together in New York City.
Plus,
what I remember most is having to climb a ladder to get on the elephant. And I seriously almost said, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
Pop superstar Ashanti giving us all the hilarious details about one of her most epic throwback music video moments.
And she's giving us a taste of her new music and dishing about her tour with Ja Rule.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to People Now. Happy Tuesday. Later on in the show today, we are going to be catching up with R&B songstress Ashanti about her classic hits from the early 2000s. Yeah, we're very excited for Ashanti. First, though, we want to know, what is your favorite throwback song? It can be from Ashanti. It can be from anyone. We got some good ones stewing already. We want to hear your answers. Join the conversation with hashtag People Now. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today.
Depression for me has been a couple of different things, but the first time I felt it, felt helpless, hopeless, and things I had never felt before. I lost myself and my will to live.
Ginger Z is opening up about her crippling battle with depression that once left her suicidal. At the time, Z had just graduated from Valparaiso University in Indiana and was struggling to find her post-college footing, admitting that her career did not initially kick off in the way she expected it to.
She was putting out a bunch of resumes, wasn't really hearing back, and kind of wallowing in this sea of rejection a little bit.
Nobody called. I mean, no one wanted me on TV. And that was what I had been driving for at that point for, 4 or 5 years.
One day she just snapped.
In that moment, my brain said, you're not worth it. This isn't worth living. You're wasting people's time and space. It's over. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take pills and I'm going to go away. And I'm going to go away forever. And that's the best idea for everybody in my life.
Thank God her roommate and her ex-boyfriend at the time, realized what had happened, convinced her to come out, called 911.
And they said, we have to go to the hospital. And luckily I didn't take anything that could kill me.
And in that moment, Z admits nothing could have stopped her from attempting the suicide, revealing to People, my brain and probably a chemical somewhere within me said, you need to kill yourself. The only voices I could hear were telling me you are not worth it. It's very weird how that works. I didn't question it. I didn't sit there and think about it. I just went for it. It's scary the way your mind can overpower what is real and what is right. Z, who battled anorexia as a young girl, has also been diagnosed with narcolepsy, a condition which causes sudden attacks of sleep. She believes the medication that she began taking for the disorder played a part in her suicide attempt, revealing to People that her emotions were drastically heightened and that she's now had to learn to live on that medication responsibly because, quote, I can't not have it. You have to be really, really careful with it. As she continued to struggle with her personal life, her professional career began to take off. By 25, Z was on air at Chicago's NBC affiliate and joined ABC's Good Morning America in 2011. However, months leading up to her big move to New York, her depression began to rival that post-college low. Terrified that her new coworkers would uncover her secret, Z checked herself into a mental health facility 10 days before starting the job at ABC, telling People, I was in this place where I knew my personal life could affect this outstanding job and opportunity that I had. For the first time in a long time, I wanted to live, and I knew that. During a week-long program, she met a therapist who, quote, changed everything and has been working with him ever since. Z has also benefited from an incredible support system at home, which includes her mother, Dawn, and husband, Ben Aaron. When asked about Aaron's unwavering support, Z is quick to respond saying, I've been lucky to find a husband who doesn't judge my past. The couple shares son Adrian, who turns 2 this month, and are expecting another baby boy in February. Z says becoming a mom has given her new strength and perspective, revealing, I'm now focused on not just myself, but on keeping my family happy and healthy. You have bigger things than your own problems. That has helped a lot. Being a mother has helped incredibly. Z documents her journey with depression in her new book, Natural Disaster, I Cover Them, I Am One, describing it as the, quote, anti-Instagram book. Z's hoping to shine a light on mental health and start a national dialogue, explaining we should all treat each other with love and respect because that glossy image you see is never the person that's really inside there. For more on Ginger, watch her special on PeopleTV and pick up this week's issue of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. Now on to this. Jimmy Kimmel's 7-month-old son had a successful heart surgery Monday morning, this is according to a statement from ABC. In April, Kimmel and his wife Molly McNearney welcomed William John Billy Kimmel and announced that at 3 days old, Billy underwent surgery for a heart condition. His second surgery was supposed to occur late October, but had to be postponed due to the common cold. This also according to ABC's statement. Kimmel first revealed his son's diagnoses during a tearful monologue on the show back in May. The talk show host will be taking the week off and will have celebrity guests filling in for him. Last night, it was Guardians of the Galaxy star Chris Pratt, and it looks like he was a bit nervous stepping into Kimmel's shoes. Watch this.
But everybody here was so nice. They said, "Come on, Chris, just give it the old college try," which for me, I mean, means don't do it.
Yeah, leave it to Pratt, bringing out the jokes in his opening monologue, as you do. The movie star's appearance, it comes on the heels of filing legal documents to end his 8-year marriage with Anna Faris, citing irreconcilable differences. Pratt has asked for joint custody of their 5-year-old son, Jack, according to a filing obtained by People. Well, guys, just one day after Teresa and Larry Caputo announced their separation, Long Island Medium's Monday night season finale revealed just what went wrong. According to E! Online, Larry opened up about his struggling marriage, explaining to his friend Danny, "We're having a difficult time. I think a lot of the frustration has to do with us not spending the time together anymore. Along with that comes the lack of communication, so it's like losing your best friend. It's hard." He continued, adding, "As much as I try to busy myself so I'm not thinking about it, it's still there. I know it's very trying for both of us. I don't want to make it just about me. I know it's the same for Teresa also." The pair released a joint statement on Sunday announcing their separation after 28 years of marriage. Citing their love for each other, the couple say they are united in supporting their family. Teresa and Larry share 2 adult children together, Larry Jr. and Victoria. Well, guys, it looks like Kim K might be stirring the Taylor Swift drama pot once again. On Monday, Kim Kardashian West posted an Instagram photo of her taking a picture at the 2016 Famous exhibit that featured wax figures of her naked husband and a naked Taylor Swift. The reality star captioned the photo "Famous" after the name of the song. Swift fans quickly reacted, flooding the comment section of her snap with rats and mice emojis. And some even posted snakes to represent Swift, explaining that snakes eat rats, everyone. Taylor wasn't the only nude figure featured in the exhibit, but fans are particularly sensitive to it. Remember, in the song Kanye sings, "He made that be famous." It was that line that led to a massive feud between Swift and Kardashian West in 2016. Kardashian West used the snake emoji when she shared a video of Swift and her husband discussing lyrics to his song Famous. The singer embraced the emoji and used it to promote her new album Reputation. Now, while Kim has taken advantage of Instagram's feature that allows users to block certain phrases and emojis from their feeds, she has apparently blocked the snake emoji. Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, who knew one emoji could mean so much?
And the swings with the, who knew? Yeah, emoji fights.
I know.
Getting very serious around here. Don't worry, guys. We're going to bring you.
She was getting into posting that picture, though. She was stirring the pot
And rest
there.
assured, the second we find out another emoji has been blocked, we're going to bring
we'll
it to
let you know for sure.
Right
Let's
here
check
first.
in on our question of the day, though. We're asking you guys, what is your favorite throwback song?
All right, so jumping in here. Mine, by the way, Return to the Mac.
Okay,
Return
nice.
up the Mac.
And mine is American Pie. Bye, Miss American Pie. And
Good one.
Jenny
That's good.
says my favorite throwback song is Upgrade You by Beyonce.
Uh-oh, Jenny,
Okay.
getting, hot and heavy with Beyonce over here. All right, keeping the comments coming in, guys. We want to check back in with you again soon, but first, Andrea, more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, another throwback of sorts. We are kicking off Star Trek today with a little bit of deja vu. Beyoncé and Jay-Z are moving on from the 2014 elevator incident. On Monday evening, the couple was spotted leaving the Angelica Film Center in New York City after the mother of 3 rented out a theater for a private showing of Wonder Wheel to celebrate her husband's 48th birthday. The 444 rapper was heard telling photographers, "Hurry up, come get it," from inside the elevator, and the cameras rushed over to snap pictures of him and his wife, who posed and smiled, as seen in a video shared by TMZ. Of course, one notable absence from Monday's elevator ride was Beyoncé's sister Solange, who, if you remember, attacked Jay-Z during her infamous post-Met Gala elevator scuffle at the Standard Hotel in May of 2014. Well, Jay-Z opened up about the incident in an interview in August with the Rap Radar host, saying, quote, "We had one disagreement ever. Before and after, we've been cool. She's like my sister. I will protect her. That's my sister, not my sister-in-law. My sister, period. We've always had a great relationship." Of course, we do all remember the leaked surveillance video from inside the elevator that made headlines worldwide, showing the scuffle between Solange and Jay-Z with Beyoncé standing nearby. 444, Jay-Z's most recent album, sparked fan theories that the address of the hotel's rooftop bar, which is 444 West 13th Street, inspired the name of the album. There have also been rumors that the elevator feud resulted in each sister releasing their albums, Lemonade and A Seat at the Table. The father of three has previously dismissed these rumors.
Oh, baby, I'm satisfied, even if you're not just mine.
Oh yes, who can forget this iconic music video moment? We can't. Nothing like straddling a giant elephant in the middle of the ocean. And our girl Ashanti remembers it like it was yesterday.
I remember most is having to climb a ladder to get on the elephant. And I seriously almost said, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't be a punk, you know? I was like the only girl, and I said, I can't be a punk. So I got on there, I did it, and that elephant, it's like a different breed of huge. Like, it was huge, and I had to like straddle.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
and
at
we're
its mercy
in the
at
ocean.
that point, right?
Yeah, we're in the middle of the ocean. I'm like, please don't go in the water. Please don't swim away.
Well, leave it to Ashanti to somehow look flawless while riding an elephant, just saying. Of course, the Grammy-winning artist also knows a thing or two when it comes to fashion. So what is her style inspo?
We mixed it up. You know, I was able to do my street style and still be sassy and glam. And I think it's just about bringing your true self to your fashion, to your clothes, and having it be believable. It was never like a reach. You know, I did the little Pocahontas, you know, the headbands and the long hair. It's funny, I have long hair today.
Back.
But, you know, it's just about kind of switching it up and staying current.
I mean, current indeed, but be real with me, Ashanti. Any fashion fails?
There was just one thing that stands out as you say that. I will never live down the moment on, I think it was TRL or MTV. I wore a leather top and it had like these little strings on it, but it didn't really translate well on camera.
Okay, like
And
good
it
in
looked-
person, not so good.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and it looked like a bunch of like hair. And I'm just like, no, that wasn't me, that's the top.
I think we've all been there. Well, do not worry. The 37-year-old star is also staying busy as the spokeswoman for Diddy's new French Vanilla campaign with Ciroc. So what's it like hanging out with the rapper turned businessman?
You know what's crazy is my sister just bought a condo in LA, so I'm in LA a lot now. And it's very normal to just hit Puff and say, hey, what are you doing? Oh, come over, you know, and we're there, it's barbecue time, it's dinner time, it's Sunday dinner.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's hang out, it's play music. What's crazy is I played him 2 songs that I did. And when I tell you, I was so ecstatic about his reaction. We were literally in his studio with no shoes on, dancing, blasting records. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was an awesome, awesome experience. So I'm just really excited about the new stuff coming.
Okay.
That sounds like a blast. Now, what do I need to do to hang out with both of them? I feel like it's never going to happen for me. All right, moving on to this. Katie Holmes stepped out in style to support longtime rumored beau Jamie Foxx at the launch of his flagship eyewear store, Privé Revaux, in New York on Monday night. The actress looking super chic, she wore a vintage salmon-colored coat with playful flower-shaped buttons and a fitted satin dress with matching black pumps. Jamie kept it casual, opting for a wool pea coat, black jeans, and a black t-shirt. The pair arrived separately. They rarely show up together at an event. They were last spotted together during Labor Day weekend back in September, taking a romantic stroll on the beach. And this very private duo keeps us guessing about the status of their relationship. We will be on the lookout. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
Still ahead, guys, see the sweet photos from newlywed country stars Kelsey Ballerini and Morgan Evans' honeymoon, plus more with Ashanti, who is opening up about her longtime friendship with Ja Rule.
But first, it's time for...
Oh, snap! Chris Pratt took over hosting duties for Jimmy Kimmel. Things got very 80s very fast. Take a look.
I swear it's the truth, and I owe it on you.
Good.
I love that
Chris
beard.
Pratt and Chris Stapleton sang a duet of I've Had the Time of My Life. They recreated the iconic lip scene from Dirty Dancing, so they failed at their first 2 attempts, but with the help of some green screen magic, finally they nailed it. Well, comparing it to the actual scene, I think they pulled it off pretty well. What do you think, Jay-Z?
It was decent, at least. Newlyweds Kelsey Ballerini and Morgan Evans are diving right into wedded bliss. The lovebirds are currently honeymooning after tying the knot this past weekend in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. They shared sweet snaps of themselves canoodling on the beach and in the pool. Canoodling.
I like that.
It's looking like the couple is fully enjoying canoodling married life.
For sure. And yesterday, Kaya Gerber made her debut at the British Fashion Awards, and of course, did it in true supermodel fashion. She rocked a ruffled two-piece design from Ralph and Russo with matching pumps. The 16-year-old only made her catwalk debut a few months ago, but after booking major campaigns, the rising star is being nominated for Model of the Year. I guess talent just runs in the family.
We could literally not speak or see each other for weeks, even the day before the show or the day of the show. We get on stage, it feels and looks like we've been hanging out for months. You know what I mean? And that chemistry is super organic, and that you can't buy that. You know what I mean? So that's what I love.
Yeah, always on point. That is the dream team right there. Ashanti and longtime collaborator Ja Rule are finally touring together, and I can now shamelessly admit that Always on Time is still on my playlist. I'm sorry, I had to do it, and I had to get that off my chest. The 37-year-old songstress also has a brand new single out. It's titled Say Less. She's now opening up about how Ja Rule has been feeling following that epic Fire Festival fiasco back in April. Watch this.
He's doing good. You know, I just feel like the idea was amazing. You know what I mean? When he was talking to me about it, he was so excited. You know, we were doing the Hamilton thing, and we had that record out, and, you know, the momentum was just awesome. It just didn't work out. And I don't think, it wasn't his fault. There were other people underneath that were doing things. Right. You know what I mean? But he's back at it. You know, he has a bunch of ideas coming.
Darden Smith is helping soldiers regain their strength post-war through the power of music. Songwriting with Soldiers is a program which pairs up members in the military with professional songwriters to craft songs about their experiences, often about combat and the return home from war. Darden's program uses songwriting as a catalyst for positive change. Well, Darden joins me now. Darden, how are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, you've created Songwriting with Soldiers, as sort of a platform for not only military members, but for their family and friends to voice and express their post-war experiences. How has this program helped soldiers voice their post-traumatic war experience through music and songwriting?
I believe it helps them translate their stories by telling them to someone else and then turning that story into a song. It helps them get it out, and also it helps them feel seen and heard. And I think one of the main focuses of Songwriting with Soldiers is that we intentionally bring civilians to this work. So they're telling their story to a civilian, and crossing over the military-civilian divide is one of the main focuses of Songwriting with Soldiers.
Yeah.
So I believe it helps them feel seen and heard.
I think it's wonderful.
And then they have a song, to go with it. It's great.
I think it's so incredible. And now you just came back from a 3-day retreat for Songwriting with Soldiers. Can you tell me how these retreats and workshops work and how they've helped to build a strong connection between civilians and military members?
Yes, we create conversations. So the 3 days spent writing songs, doing things like as well. We do creativity workshops. We work strengths workshops because Songwriting with Soldiers, the program around the songwriting is based on positive psychology. So we talk to them about how they can create a better lives after the retreat. In the songwriting sessions, the soldier or family members will sit with a songwriter and will create conversations, start conversations. Eventually, they will give us a story that it matches up with a good hook for a song, a good thing to write a song about. And then we just talk to them and get them to talk about their story and keep going. And they basically give us the lyrics for the songs. Our job as songwriters is to sit there and kind of be the vehicle to serve their story.
Yeah, speaking of these stories, I mean, these soldiers have experienced serious trauma being at war, to the point where some have even contemplated taking their own lives. Now, you shared a story about how your program has saved a sergeant's life. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Some people were talking about Josh Gertz, who's a man who lived upstate New York. Josh is in a wheelchair. When he came to our first retreat, he brought his service dog. He was very, very, very in a dark place. He wrote a song with a woman named Mary Gaucher, songwriter, and then we found out that Josh plays harmonica. When we were doing the final concert at the end of the retreat, we heard him play harmonica. We didn't even know this, and we got him to record his harmonica, and it sort of like a light went off, and then in his eyes, and it was great. And then Mary asked him to come be on the Grand Ole Opry with her, and they sang his song "Still on the Ride" on the Grand Ole Opry. And that experience, and when they did it, by the way, they got a 5-minute standing ovation. They turned the house lights on the Opry, and that was this. I think Josh felt seen and recognized, and that his life had a purpose beyond his military service. And Josh, you know, as they're walking off the stage, Josh said to Mary, he said, "I want to live." And prior to the retreat, he had attempted suicide and then contemplated suicide, and then he went on to ride his motorcycle, his wheelchair, 422 miles from Ohio to his hometown of Buffalo, New York, to highlight the estimated highlight awareness about the 22 deaths that take their lives every day, and to raise awareness and just help show that it is create purpose beyond that. Yeah.
It's such an inspiring and amazing story. For everyone watching, what can other people do to help out and donate to the cause? Well,
our website is songwritingwithsoldiers.org. Songwritingwithsoldiers.org, and contributions help. And then, you know, if you have someone that you know who could possibly benefit from this, get in touch with us. Send us a note through the website. And then the other thing you can do is, when you see a vet or a soldier in your community, what could you do to help him? Or her? What could you do to help them in your own life? How can you reach out across that divide and create a better community? I'm not a vet. I'm a civilian, and all of the people that work with songwriting or with soldiers are civilians. But we believe that we can create a larger community and really utilize the strength that military members bring back into our country.
Oh, I love everything you're doing, Darden. Thank you so much for joining us, and have an amazing day.
Oh, great story. Guys, let's check back in on our question of the day one last time. We're asking you guys, what is your favorite throwback song?
Yes.
And we have a few tweets here, I believe.
I know. That's my favorite thing, though, is jamming after throwbacks. Okay, we have, Aaron says, just one throwback, so hard, but I guess I'll say Mr. Brightside by The Killers. Ooh, listening to that this morning. I love that song, yeah. That like brings me back to high school.
Wait, I can't think. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. All right, here's another one. Christina Alexander says, since you're talking about Ashanti, Rock With You and Only You, both really good songs, for sure. And
Cecilia says Foolish, which is another Ashanti song.
Lots of Ashanti love.
Yes, well, you guys, thank you for those. We'll be asking you a new question of the day tomorrow on People Now, so come back at 8:30 a.m.
Also tomorrow, actor Dax Shepard joins us live to talk about working on the new film El Camino Christmas alongside stars like Jessica Alba and Tim Allen, no big deal. Plus, dancing sensations Maxim and Val Schmirkovsky share everything you need to know about their newly announced tour with a very special guest. It might be a baby.
Excited for that. Well, thank you so much for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from the stars of the Florida Project. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn Prince.
And I'm Bria Venaitia, and this is One Last Thing. The last movie I saw was...
Marjorie Prime.
Oh, Marjorie. The things you forget.
The last movie I saw was The Florida Project. I failed as a mother, Mooney. You've disgraced me.
Yeah, Mom, you're disgraced.
The last song stuck in my head.
Despacito.
Despacito. Your last big splurge.
A Hatchimal.
I feel you.
Amen.
Amen. Mine was a couch. Not as fun.